Okay, the reason I'm going to make this video about long division is because so many of my students seem to forget how to divide if they can't just think of it in their head. If it's not a simple, easy division problem like 12 divided by 6 is 2, if it's something harder, let's say like 497 divided by 12, they forget how to do it. And so I'm going to make this video and show you the simple steps that I use to do a long division problem. Okay, so the steps I use when I'm dividing is first, I multiply. Then, I subtract. Then, I bring down. And finally, I repeat if necessary. If necessary. Okay, so let's try this over here. So the first thing we're going to do is multiply. 12 times what gets 4? Nothing, right? 12 times nothing will get me 4. Okay, so I don't even have to put anything right here. Or I can put a 0, or I can mark this spot out. I'm not worried about 4 anymore. I'm moving on to 49. How many times can 12 go into 49? Well, if you don't know that off the top of your head, guess and check. Don't be afraid to turn this into kind of like a multiplication problem. Let's try 3. 12 times 3. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, 12 times 3 is 36. Alright, let's see though what 12 times 4 is. Once again, if you don't know this off the top of your head, don't be afraid to turn this into a multiplication problem. 2 times 8 is 4, 4 times 1 is 4. So 48, aha, that's a lot closer to 49 than 36 is. So, twelve times 4 is 48. Okay, now I'm going to subtract since I just multiplied. 49 minus 48 is 1. Now let's look at my next step here. I've multiplied, I've subtracted. Now I'm going to bring down what's left up here at the top. So I'm going to bring down this 7. Alright, now, what's my next step? Aha, repeat if necessary. Okay, so I need to multiply again. 12 multiplied by what will fit into 17? 12 times 2 is 24, so that's too big. Let's go back down. 12 times 1 is 12. Alright, following my steps again, I'm subtracting. 17 minus 12 is 5. Okay, now my next step would be to bring down, but there's nothing to bring down. I'm all out of numbers up here. So I don't even have to repeat if necessary. I'm out of numbers to put something on top of up here. So I'm done. So my answer is, well, you could do it any number of ways. You could say your answer was 41 with a remainder of 5. Or you could say the answer was 41 and 5/12. A mixed number. Just depends on how your teacher wants it to look. Me, I like my students' answer to look like this. 6th grade now, I think we are old enough to leave remainders out and start making the answers mixed numbers if they're not a whole number answer. Okay, let's try another problem. Let's say we'll do 297 divided by 13. Alright, and remember your rules. We've got, first one is to multiply. Second is to subtract. Then we've got bring down. And then we've got repeat if necessary. Alright, so first step, multiply. Okay, 13 will not fit into 2. But 13 will fit into 29. So this space above 2, I'm not using it. I can mark it out, I can put a 0 there, I don't have to put anything there, but I know I'm moving on to the 29. I know 13 will fit into 29. I just don't know how many times. If you don't know off the top of your head, multiply. Do some multiplication. Guess and check. Let's try 2. 13 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. Aha, okay. 13 will fit into 29 2 times. 13 times 2 is 26. Uh-oh. Okay, so now our next step is to subtract. 29 minus 26 is 3. Next step, bring down. Bring down what's left up here of the dividend. Okay, so bringing down my 7. How many times will 13 fit into 37? Okay, well, I don't know. So, once again, I'm going to multiply. Guess and check. Okay, so I know 13 times 2 is 26. Let's see. Let's just try 13 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, 13 times 3 is 39, and 39 will not fit into 37, so we're going to use this one again. 2. 13 times 2 is 26. That was our multiplying. Now we're subtracting again. 37 minus 26 is 11. And repeat if necessary. Well, it's not necessary because I don't have another number down here, or up here. I don't have anything else to bring down. 13 can't go into 11. Okay, so our answer is 22 with a remainder of 11. But remember, that's not how I want it to look. I want it to look like 22 and 11/13. Okay, so here's where we multiplied. Here's where we subtracted. Multiplied again right here. We brought 7 down to right here. Here's what we multiplied 13 by both times. Alright, and your answer was 22 and 11/13. Alright, now let's see if you can do one on your own. Okay, let me think of a problem here. I think I'm going to do, let's say, 11 for our divisor, and we're going to say, let's say 583 as our dividend. So 583 divided by 11. Alright, why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try this on your own, and then when you've tried it and gotten your answer, start this video back and see if you did the things I did, see if you got the answer I did. Okay, so if you're playing this video back, you should have paused it and tried this problem for yourself. Now watch what I do, see if you followed these steps. First thing we're going to do is multiply right here. Okay, so 11 times what gets 5? Nothing. 11 can't fit into 5, so we're not putting anything right there. But 11 times what can fit into 58? Okay, well, 11 times 5 I know is 55. So 11 times 5 is 55. Now I am going to subtract. Going to do my second step. and subtract. 58 minus 55 is 3. Now I'm going to do my third step and bring down. Got to bring down what's left up there in the dividend. Aha! I do know that 11 times 3 is 33, so I'm repeating here. I'm on my last step, and I'm repeating if necessary. So that brings me back to the first step of multiplying. 11 times 3 is 33. I'm on the next step. I'm on subtracting. That gives me 0. I normally would be on the bring it down step, but I have nothing else to bring down up here in the dividend. So my answer would be 53. It wouldn't be 53 and 0 elevenths. It would just be 53.